let us continue the discussion about Atomic Habits by James Clear. First law, make it obvious. I had worked in a restaurant as a food runner before. There, to be more efficient, we were required to hold 2 trays of food each time. As it was quite heavy, we learned to use our shoulders to support and stabilize it. We did the same things over hundreds of times every day. It became my muscle memory. Even for now, when I get a tray in hawker center or canteen, I may also do the same thing. This same goes for students who will immediately go back to their seats when the bell rings, and some people who will shake their legs when they sit down. These actions are automatically carried out without notice or process in the brain. If this is a bad habit, the worst part is you can't even realize you're currently doing it. To start a new habit or to stop a negative one, we have to raise awareness of it. Many of our failures in performance are largely attributable to a lack of self-awareness. To prevent this situation, the author introduces the Habit Scorecard. This is a list including everything you do from the moment you wake up until you end your day with rest. With it, we can actually know what we will do throughout the day. You can label the activities as neutral, good, or bad habits. You can improve your daily routine regarding this scorecard. If this is also insufficient for you, there is another strategy called pointing and calling. When you are about to do something, say to yourself what you are going to do, what outcome you will get, and should you continue it. For example, you want to stop the junk food habit. However, you're carving for ice cream now. Say to yourself, I'm going to eat an ice cream, it will put on weight. I don't need it. You want to go jogging, but you feel lazy. Say to yourself, I plan to go jogging now, it helps me build a healthier body, I should do it. The most challenging part in forming or breaking a habit is to maintain awareness. The methods aforementioned are associated with mouth, ears, nose, and eyes, making everything we do obvious to us. We will probably stop doing habits that conflict with our desired identity. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. After reading books written by successful people or attending their seminars, we may make up our minds to improve ourselves and be motivated to build some new habits beneficial to our future life. However, motivation does not have any obvious effect in maintaining our habits in the long run. Instead, we can use another strategy. Researchers refer to it as an implementation intention. This is a plan we plan beforehand about when and where to act our new habits. To make it easier, it means that when this thing happens at this timing, you will carry out the habits. For example, after I brush my teeth in the morning, I will read a book for 30 minutes in my bedroom. Brushing my teeth triggers me to read books. To make this strategy more likely to be successful, there is also a habit stacking method. Brushing my teeth is my current habit and I do it every day. As I stack my new behavior on top of it, it will always remind me to read books. Use your current habit as a cue. You can also combine it with the habit scoreboard mentioned in the last video. Procrastination will only occur when you don't have an actual plan. Take note that your current habit must have the same frequency as your desired habit. If I set up my plan, I will read a book for 30 minutes after I get back from tuition. I go to tuition only once a week, but I want to read books every day. Hence, it doesn't make sense. Another main point is our plan should be specific and clear. Don't set up targets like exercise more and save more money. Change them to jogging for 1 hour and save $1,000 this month. We should clearly know the time, location, and how to do it. We are more likely to stick to the plan if we have more details. People who make a specific plan for when and where they will perform a new habit are more likely to follow through. When examinations are around the corner, students will start to do revision at home. However, there are many factors such as handphones and television which will distract our attention. When a handphone rings, we are tempted to see the message. We may have wasted lots of time on them even without realizing it. I believe most of the students nowadays face this problem. Last time, I also encountered such a situation. For me, I would silence my phone and put it far away from me. This method was quite effective for me. It stopped me from using my phone during revision as it wasn't within my reach. As I had to go downstairs to get it, I would think twice if I wanted to use it. If we want to stop doing something, make it difficult to be done. If we want to build a new behavior, make it easy to be completed. To cultivate the habit of reading, you can place a book on your desk. It will remind you to read. To build the habit of jogging, you can prepare a towel, socks and sports shoes the day before. Get yourself prepared for it. Environment is one of the dominant factors that contributes to the build-up of habit. Most of the actions carried out each day are not decided by the purposeful choice but by the most obvious option. Environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behavior. To form a habit, make it obvious in your daily routine, you will more likely choose to do it. To lead an organized lifestyle, we should also learn to create separate space for work, entertainment, reading, and exercising. Stick to the mantra one space, one use. Some people will work, sleep, eat, and do a lot of stuff in the bedroom. We will be less productive and efficient if we mix up all activities in the same environment. The situation will be worse if we don't have a strong mind. It is not compulsory to have separate rooms for each activity. The main point is to let our mind know what to do in what environment. Every habit should have a home. A stable environment where everything has a place and a purpose is an environment where habits can easily form. No matter if we want to form positive habits or break negative habits, I think there are 3 stages: motivation, determination, and environment. When we have a new goal and target, we will definitely be inspired to make changes in life. However, motivation won't last long and most of the people will forget it after a short time. Facing lots of uncertainties in our daily life, motivation is insufficient to form new behavior. If we are determined to hit a certain target, self-control and willpower are required to assist us stick to the habit. We have to keep reminding ourselves about our goal or else there is no motivation to keep pushing us forward. However, it requires lots of effort. Many people will give up as they cannot obtain expected results even if they have invested lots of time and energy. Self-control is a short-term strategy. To form or break a habit, environment is the main element. A disciplined person can structure his lifestyle to avoid any tempting situation. As a result, he won't encounter situations that will challenge his willpower. Environment shapes a man's behavior. In this modern era, all of us cannot live without digital devices, like laptops and phones. We think this way because we have to use them for study, work, and entertainment. It seems like they have fully occupied our life. However, if we are thrown into the jungle, where there is no signal, is it still impossible for us to stop using our phones? Most of the drug users will re-addicted once they return home from rehab. This is because the environment is still full of temptation. To worsen the situation, bad habits are autocatalytic. They feel stressed, so they use drugs. Because they use drugs, they will feel bad and even stressed. It is impossible for them to break this addiction. To cultivate positive habits, make it obvious. To break negative habits, make it invisible. You can break a habit, but you're unlikely to forget it. Feel free to share your thoughts. Remember to subscribe, like and share.